What in the world? What in the world? What in the world, Bo? It's your boy Big Low Country. Hope everybody out there is doing great tonight. My name is Big Low Country. For everybody out there that doesn't know me, I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. And man, I want to come on and chop it up with y'all tonight. But first of all, I hadn't seen y'all in about a week. I hope everybody out there is doing good. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday season. Me and Coach Ronnie, we ain't do nothing. We don't really do too much come the holiday season. We just stayed in a hotel, sit around, watch Hoarders, watch Succession, and watch basketball games the whole weekend. But man, I hope everybody out there is doing great tonight, man. Definitely do. Let me go ahead and make sure I show everybody some love that came on here to chill out with us tonight. My homeboy Caden, first one on here, he said, let's go. Joseph Thornton, I know he got that oil for me. He said, we got that dub, Bo. My homeboy Cartier. What's going on, Bo? Much love to you. False-Star Falcons said good. Yeah. Fourier balled out today. You got it. You got to pay the man. Got to pay the man. ISO Joe, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Charles says West Atlanta in the house. You already know what time it is, man. You already know. Raymond Elder, what in the world, Bo? Two pearls. You already know how we doing. Oh, man. Definitely. The kid says, even though we won, we're terrible. So we're going to get down to that. We finna actually get down, and you know how we do it. We look at it from a coach's perspective, right? Coach's perspective. So first of all, I do want to acknowledge something. I really think that Arthur Smith, whenever he washed his face this morning, he looked in the mirror, he washed his face. I don't know what his wife's name is. I'm just gonna say Carol. While he was washing his face, he stopped. He said, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Man, we seen some quarterback sneaks today, Bo. What in the world? Where'd that come from? We got a little bit more creative with the passing game. And, we're going to talk about this whole issue that everybody seems to have about, the wide receivers. Is it the wide receivers? Is it the coaches? We're going to sit down and talk about that. But first of all, let me go ahead and make sure I show everybody else some love that came in here to chill out with old country boy. False-Star Falcons says, Happy New Year, Bo. Much love to you. Dope boy said, Big Low got that fresh cut, Bo. You already know. Man, boy, that thing's so sharp, I probably cut my hands. Boy, I don't know. Gotta be careful. Man. Jay Murphy, what's going on, Coach Jay? Much love to you, Bo. Hope you doing good tonight, fam. Definitely. What's going on, Coach Wallace? Man, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a great weekend with their friends and family and loved ones. And, I definitely hope that y'all enjoyed some time off of work. If you didn't get the time off of work, I just hope that you had a chance to just actually sit down with your friends and family and actually enjoy what you have in life, because that's definitely important. So, you already know, man, we in here. So, we had a few different things going on today, right? We had a few different things going on today. The first thing that I want to acknowledge is that Arthur Smith made some changes for once in his life. He made some changes, Bo. Like I said, we ran some quarterback sneaks. There were some cases, and once again, we run quarterback sneaks in 2 yard and yard and a half situations. Seems like we choose the wrong time to run them, but I ain't finna be mad at that. But moving forward, we ran quarterback sneaks, and we ran one right before that 4th and 1, when Cordero Patterson, ran that toss, that outside toss to the outside and took it on to the house. It was just speed against speed. He had the angle. He beat him to the pylon. He said, whoever gets to the pylon first wins. And he sure enough beat him there. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got our first Superman chat of the day. When the doc says, shout out. When the doc says, shout out to Keldon Brown Patterson on the touchdown. Hayden Hurst sighting. Russell Gage, what in the world? Which wide out we keep? Thanks, Coach. That's actually a good question. Hey, I appreciate that, Will Doc. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh, man. Molly Mall. What's going on, Molly Mall? Hope you're doing good today, fam. Molly Mall says, Big Low saying like Aaron Hall's cousin, fraternity Hall. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Now, look, my homeboy Trey Joseph, he said that Dallas, they going in on Washington football team right now. I try not to watch games while I'm giving y'all this content and chopping it up with y'all because I want y'all to have my full attention. But I need y'all to do a favor for me. Please keep your eye on Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper because I'm in this fantasy playoff championship right now, and I'm in a dogfight. And the guy that I'm going against has Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper. So y'all, if y'all could give me updates, if y'all could, but let's go ahead and do what y'all came here for. Let's go ahead and do what y'all came here for. I do want to let y'all know, man. I apologize. I ain't been on this week. I've been working all kind of overtime. And boy, I don't know. I think I just been working too much or something. Country boy just been feeling bad lately, man. I just been having headaches, sluggish. I think they just been working me too hard. They got me too stressed. I don't know what's going on. I had to reset. Coach Rona, she took me to the Ritz-Carlton over the weekend, boy. We were living it up, too, boy. We was in high cotton, boy. We were eating good, getting the room service. We had this family-style, like, 6-course meal. They brought all kind of stuff out there to us. I was like, man, I ain't used to eating stuff like this right here. I had to have the guy pronounce it to me again because I didn't understand what he was saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this win that the Falcons got. So, Arthur Smith, like I was saying, he did what he came to do, right? He did what he came to do. And my bad, Coach Ronnie told me, my bad, Coach Ronnie. Y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. If you're excited that the Falcons got the W today, make sure that you hit that like button. And if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We get together, chop it up like this all the time. This is the coaches meeting, post-game coaches meeting, the official Big Low Kuntry post-game Atlanta Falcons coaches meeting. I know that's a lot. To put in there, but it's the coaches meeting. So, moving forward, Arthur Smith. All right, so we scored 20 points today, right? Couldn't move the ball on the ground at all. We couldn't move the ball on the ground at all, right? Okay, I appreciate that, Trey. Appreciate that. Zeke got 2 touchdowns tomorrow. Okay, I appreciate that, Coach. So, we had to make some changes, right? We had to make some changes. So, Arthur Smith, he leans heavily on running the ball, primarily to that left side. We couldn't do that today. So, Kyle Pitts did the things that Kyle Pitts needed to do, right? This is why we drafted Kyle Pitts, to have games like this right here. Now, moving forward, I do want us to start being a little bit more creative with them, because all the big plays that we've had with them so far this season, they've literally been 9 routes. They line them up as the X or the wide receiver, and he just runs up the field. And he just beats the man off the line of scrimmage. If you don't put hands on him those first 5 yards, he just beats him up the field, and he makes spectacular catches. I'm not knocking it. But I feel like Arthur Smith's passing scheme has gotten a little bit more creative. And you know that I'm the type to tell the truth now. I'm not going to be the kind of guy that's going to sit here and, give y'all sunshine and roses just because we won. I'm not going to do that. Also, as far as our wide receivers, because I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter belly aching, talk about, man, we need new wide receivers. And Coach, earlier he asked a great question, which wide receiver we keep? I know a lot of people getting upset about Russell Gage. Thing is that we have to realize Russell Gage is not a number 1 guy, right? So he doesn't need to be touching the ball 7-8 times a game. That's not him. We're not looking for that from him. Moving forward, if he's a number 3 guy, I'm perfectly fine with that. Also, Olamide Zaccheaus, y'all might not realize this, but I call them 40 ounce, OZ, 40 OZ. That's what we call it in the country. You get that 40 ounce. Let me get that 40 OZ. Let me get that 40 OZ, Bo. But hey, old 40 ounce, I'm gonna tell you something. He was actually running option routes, and he was finding the soft spot in the zone. He's a very, very smart route runner, and he normally has great hands. I feel like he's one of those wide receivers that if he can continuously grow, because we want a wide receiver core like we used to have back in the day. I mean, I know that we don't have that anymore, but if you add weapons next year, if you can go out in free agency and get, I don't know, a Keenan Allen, if you could go out and get a Jameson Williams in the draft, then add Olamide OZ and add a Russell Gage to that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Accompanied with the Kyle Pitts, I'm not mad at that at all. Definitely. Hold on, wait a minute. Padre in here said, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a while. Hey, coach, charcuterie? Charcuterie Patterson is a crowd of thorns away from being a complete savior. Merry Christmas to you and your charcuterie. What in the world? What in the world, bro? Man, I appreciate that, coach. Thank you so much. I think you sit down and write these down on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I think you legitimately write these down, coach. But I appreciate it. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man, my homeboy Coach Terrell Artist 404 in the building. Much love to you, Bo. What's going on with you, man? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Hope you're doing good tonight. Definitely. But I legitimately think that the Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith, his passing, it's a maturation process, right? Whenever he first came in, I was completely honest about what I thought about the situation, and I'm not sitting here saying that it's a complete turnaround and Arthur Smith is the greatest thing since butter on biscuits when it comes to the coaching world. But I will say that he's gotten better in as far as his passing schemes, his routes, because moving forward, I'm starting to see. I mean, because whatever we're watching on TV, we don't see the whole thing and how to play opens up, but we can see how it starts off. And I'm starting to see a lot more breaking points and a lot more people crossing each other, a few more rub routes, things like that. We're not relying on the screen passes anymore, kind of like Nick Saban used to do back when Julio Jones was playing in Alabama back in the day. They'll run, 3 running plays, they'll run a slant. They got put in a tough spot. Oh, they finna run that smoke screen. They gonna run that bubble screen. That's what they did. That and that's what it was getting to the point where Arthur Smith was starting to do here in Atlanta. If we get in trouble, it's like, oh, we got something. We'll give them a real good kick in the pants. Let's run that screen. And it got to the point where they started waiting on it, Bo. They started waiting on it. Definitely, man. Definitely. The kid said draft Jameson. Well, look, we got to see where we finish off, right? Because think about it like this, guys. Getting this win today, it did put you back, in the draft. Now, I'm not one of those guys who, I'm not a tanker. One of my good friends, that I used to coach with, his name was Tank. I'm not Tank. I'm not a tanker. But moving forward, we want to try to win, because the wins that we have this year set up the wins for next year, because we're learning lessons, right? And while we're learning those lessons, the people who are still going to be on this team next year, they're going to gain confidence, right? So I want to ask y'all a question. And basically the question is, I've seen people on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere else talk about, well, look, the Falcons, they only beat the Detroit Lions there's really no need to celebrate. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like that's the case. If you feel like there's no need to celebrate beating the Detroit Lions. If you feel like, they're still an NFL team and anytime you get a win, yes, there's a need to celebrate. Put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all think. I'm country. I always told me to fill the room out before I stand on my soapbox. I just want to know what y'all thinking in that regard. So if you feel like, there's no need to celebrate, beating the Detroit Lions. They only got 2 wins. Put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, hey, they're still an NFL team and they're legit, like put a 2 in the chat. And like I said, I just want to know what y'all are thinking, man. I just want to know what y'all are thinking. Molly Moss says, no, you not, but the team tanking big. Where in the world, Bo? Molly Moss, you need to get that hate out your heart, Bo. You need to get that hate out your heart. JJ the Great, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Definitely, man. Definitely. Trey Joseph said Matt Ryan will never win in Atlanta. Will never win Atlanta a championship. It's crazy, Bo, because it's one of those things where you legitimately never know. If we're fifth, we'd all be drunk. Think about it like this right here. What if Arthur Smith was the coach the same year that we went to Super Bowl instead of Dan Quinn? Because all of these close games that we're winning now, we would have lost with Dan Quinn as the coach. And we're still almost losing these games because, to be completely honest with you, we probably should have lost this game today. I mean, let's be honest. We fumbled, last possession of the game. If I'm not mistaken, when Russell Gage caught it, did he switch it over and put it to that outside arm, outside to that sideline? I can't remember. We're going to look back at the film on that, coaches. But yeah, I mean, we made the stop when we needed to. But let me see what everybody's vote was. Trey Joseph says it don't count. Trey Joseph said, look, you just beat Detroit Lions. It don't count. Jay Murphy says, yeah, it counts. They're still an NFL team. Padre says it counts. The kid, he put 11 ones in there. He says it don't count. It was on the Detroit Lions. B. Tuggin, he says, yeah, you doggone right, it counts. ISO Joe, he's playing basketball again. ISO Joe says it definitely counts. And that's right, the Lions did beat the Cardinals. And the Lions also almost beat a whole lot of other teams too. They almost beat the Baltimore Ravens instead of a miracle kick by Justin Tucker. D.A. Hunter, he says at this point in the season, I would say 2. It's crazy, guys, because I was thinking about this, and I'm still going to read everybody's votes. Jermaine Johnigan, he says 1. He thinks that it doesn't count. Kane says a good game, Falcons. A win is a win. Go Bucks. I agree with you. A win is a win, right? Doughboy says it don't count. Bernard Dent and Falcoholic Yo. What's going on, Falcoholic Yo? Said that this win definitely applies. He thinks that it counts. Coach Roney says, yes, this win is an applicable win, right? Applicable, whichever way you want to say it. Raven says 2. Couldn't care less. What team we play, a win is a win. That's right. Joseph Thorne says, yeah, man, we still in the hunt. Molly Mall, he hating. He put 1s in there. You can't count Molly Mall's vote. You got to set that one to the side, because that was biased. That's biased by a Saints fan. You can't really count that one. Bridget, she says 2. Jay the Great also says 2. The kid says 1 because the way that we won. I mean, and I can see that. But as long as you have a half a point or 1 point more than the other team, it's still a win. Coach Wallace says a win is a win. Daniel Quinn. He gave us his full government. He says 2. He says, look, I wouldn't have been able to do this last year. So y'all need to count that as a win. Oh, man. Sterling said, yeah, the Lions did beat the Cardinals. Yeah, that's true. They beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they were supposed to be the magical team. But now it's almost like they free falling. It's almost like somebody shot that Cardinal out the air, boy. Well, I would say, Terrell Artist, I think I agree with you, Bo. I think it's one of those cases where, yes, this is a, I can't discredit the Falcons for winning, right? I can't do it. It's almost, you know what I compare it to? I compare it to a boxer. I compare it to a heavyweight boxer fighting a welterweight boxer, right? So if a heavyweight boxer fights a welterweight boxer, he can't win because number one, if he beats him, they're going to say, "Oh well, he should have beat him anyway." If he loses to him, they're going to say, "Wow, he lost to a boxer in a lower weight class." So you can't win for losing, Bob. It's one of those cases. I think that the Lions are a better team than their record shows. And whoever I need to look up who's their offensive coordinator because their play calling was beautiful. Those counter plays were beautiful. I love the way they were running the ball, the way they used St. Brown. Oh my God, I was loving it. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Kane says, we got to pull one out against those Saints. You dive on right, Bo. My homeboy Cartier, man, I hope you're doing good, Bo, down there in Tampa, man. Much love to you, the family, your wife, and that new little one that you got there, Bo. What's going on? Let's get it. Dre Murphy says, Iron Mike, Iron Mike, nothing much, just chilling, laid back, relaxing, all cool and just shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Oh, man. JBM93 says one, says it's an inconsistent team. Let's see. Merrick says, I would take a win today, even though they didn't play that good today. And I understand that. I understand that. I'll still take that win. I'll still take that win every time. Every time. So moving forward, wait a minute. Anthony Hernandez, he said, man, let's be honest. We only win against teams worse than us, which isn't many. So I'm gonna be surprised with you. And that's ironic that you bring that up, Anthony, because I was going to talk about this. As all the shortcomings that our coaching staff has had, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and we're not going to exclude the defensive side of the ball. The defense, they've had their shortcomings too. Like I said, the whole genius thing for Dean Pease, I might call him a survivor. He's been able to keep a job for a long time, and I don't know if I call him a genius. But the whole genius thing so moving forward, even though the coaching staff, offensively and defensively, they've had their shortcomings. They're learning. They're getting accustomed to the job, right? We still have 7 wins, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, man. That's crazy because I remember beating the Jets and the Dolphins and the Jaguars, the Panthers. And I'm sitting here like, well, man, if our team was really that bad, we wouldn't have 7 wins. I feel like the narrative for the Falcons is worse than how good or bad the team actually is. I'm just being honest. Now, I understand, and like I said, we talk about the weight classes. I understand when we went up against the Dallas kicked us in between the washing machine and the dryer. We weren't ready for Dallas. We weren't ready for them. But they said that the first key to a good team is beating the teams that you're supposed to beat, right? Because you can build off of that. I mean, so for example, if we look at the Arizona Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals, they lost to the Detroit Lions. Now, they started off 7-0, but now it's like the words of Vivian Green, is that emotional roller coaster, and they on that downward spiral right now. So this season, this was a week in the hole, right, for the coaching staff. I know Coach Ronan, she was saying, and a lot of other people in the comments, they were saying, hey, Arthur Smith, we might need to look somewhere else because Coach acted like he don't know how to call plays. Even the announcers during the game, they were talking about it. It was like, well, they were 0-3 last week. At the goal line in the red zone, on third and fourth down. So but moving forward, it's like you're winning the games that you're supposed to win, and that's something to build off of. That's what you call a foundation. That's what you call a foundation. And like I said, guys, and the thing is that y'all know I'm always completely honest with you. I don't hold nothing back from you. And whenever Arthur Smith was messing up, I was the first one to say he was. Now, moving forward, I'm not saying that he called a perfect game. I'm not saying he called a perfect game, but it was better. Because, for example, that third down in the red zone, when it was 3rd and 2, why would you run a quarterback sneak in that regard? Like, what were you thinking? Like, did you not know it was 3rd and 2? Did you think it was 3rd and 2 inches instead of 2 yards? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I really feel like he tried to be the smartest man in the room. But moving forward, my hope, guys, and my hope, and in the words of Coach Jay Murphy, my hope and my wish is that during the offseason, he tries to perfect his craft. If Arthur Smith goes and perfects his craft and gets his running game or gets his passing game where his running game is, that's when the offense could be serious. Because I don't know if you've seen the film study that I did before the season started, talking about how the Falcons could use Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst. Did y'all see that route that they ran with Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst, when Hayden Hurst caught that touchdown? That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. That's what I want. I want that kind of creativity. I understand that Derrick Henry's not walking through that door for you. I understand that. Instead of Derrick Henry, you got Mike Davis. Big difference. Derrick Henry, Mike Davis. Big difference. But moving forward, you have to learn how to adjust, right? You have to learn how to adjust. Definitely. Let's get it. Says, I'm gonna keep it real. We're technically still alive in the playoff spot, but let's be honest. We have 7 wins because of the sheer fact we had the 5th easiest schedule, in my opinion, Coach. And I understand what you're saying. But the question is, Coach, which would you rather have? Would you rather have the 5th easiest schedule and just have 3 wins? Or would you rather have the 5th easiest schedule and have 7 wins, right? Because like I said, even if we don't make the playoffs, the way that we end this season, it could be a success. Because if we continue to progress, I mean, because think about it. All of the great teams in history, they have that year or two, and they're just starting to figure things out. Kansas City Chiefs. They started. I remember they brought Patrick Mahomes in the year before. They started figuring it out. Next thing you know, they took off. Right? Seattle Seahawks. I remember when we beat Seattle Seahawks in the playoffs. I remember Russell Wilson had this stone cold dead look on his face like, oh, I'll be back. I ain't even worried about this. I know I'm going to be back in the playoffs for many years to come. Next thing you know, Seattle Seahawks got a mini dynasty going on. I mean, so it's all about building it, Coach. Because I know that we live in a microwave society. I know that a lot of us put a lot of money in merchandise. We put a lot of money in traveling to games. We put a lot of money in buying tickets, food, tailgates, everything else. So moving forward, it's one of those cases where, we want to see it happen now. We want to see it happen sooner rather than later. But let's just try to build it the right way. Look, I do need y'all to do a country boy a favor. If you're excited that the Falcons did get this win, make sure that you hit that like button. If you hit that like button, I promise you, I come and dance at your wedding one day. I do whatever kind of dance you want me to do, bro. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We get together, we chill out like this all the time, man. Everybody who subscribes joins the coaching staff. We have the biggest coaching staff in history. So definitely, man, make sure that you subscribe. My homeboy Padre with the $9 Superman chat. He says, Coach Arthur Smith isn't making, is it a make lemonade type of coach? He needs who he needs, and that's okay. We got Christmas Patterson. Give him a physical feature back and watch him work. Okay, that kind of went with the a very festive comment, Coach. I appreciate that, Coach. Oh man, look, appreciate that, Coach. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man, y'all are crazy. Oh man. The kid says we actually had fans at this game. Yes, they were actually fans at this game. Definitely. Wait a minute, we got YouTube royalty in the house. We got Mr. Joy My World in the bill. What's going on, Coach Joy? Hope you're doing good tonight. Definitely. Hope you're doing good. I hope you enjoyed that win too. To evolve. It says, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Hope you're doing good. Speed Falcon for Life says, I'm a little disappointed. We are not using CP in the passing game since the Saints game, and we haven't used them that's true. That is true. I think that coach is trying to kind of diversify his passing game. I've seen him use a few different route concepts. He's tried to use the smash route concept. He's also tried to use the levels and different things like that. But today he was using a lot of option routes. My bad, coaches. I'm sorry. Coach Ronan left the TV on. Coach Ronan, could you turn this TV off? I don't know what in the world. She got some kind of random. What in the world? She got some kind of random thing going on in the background. Hold on 1 second. My bad, y'all. Well, I tell you what, boy, Coach, I don't know what to say about Coach Ronan, boy. She Coach Ronan need to tighten up. She try to watch TV in 2 different rooms. I don't know what's going on with her. Oh man, but yeah, I've seen them use. They're getting more creative in the passing game. Whenever y'all seen Coach Terrence Masters came in, he said, and he was having the same issue that I was having when it came to our passing game. He was saying that, look, guys, we're just not as creative as we need to be in the passing game. You know, there are a lot of things that we could do differently. Trucker Mike, what's going on, Bo? What's going on with you, man? I got my homeboy Big Game James in here. Y'all make sure that y'all check out Big Game Sports Buzz, man. Good people, man. Good people. Check them out on YouTube. Check out Coach Enjoy My World on YouTube. Great content creators. My homeboy Tony right in here chilling out with us. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, man. Yeah, I had to go turn the TV off. Coach Ronnie, I don't know what she's doing. Keyline says, Coach Ronnie on that insecure season finale. Man, you know, Coach Ronnie, I don't know why. I don't know what the whole thing is about insecure. I feel insecure about insecure. I don't know what it is. Issa Rae, she ain't my cup of tea. Her voice annoys me. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't get mad at me. Issa Rae, no, it's Issa. I don't know. I can't get into the Issa Rae thing. Oh man. Oh man, y'all look crazy, man. Y'all look crazy. But yeah. It's in the passing game, I really enjoyed watching Kyle Pitts. He's starting to flourish. He's starting to come out of that cocoon. He's starting to turn into a butterfly. The thing is, I knew that he was going to develop. And this is one thing my coaches say all the time. Big Game James, I don't know if your coach ever said this before. He said, I know that you're going to develop, but the question is, are you going to develop into a moth or a butterfly? You do. I mean, think about it. Both of them go in a cocoon or whatever they go into. You know, people look at moths and butterflies completely different. They both can fly. They both got the same kind of structure and everything, but it's one of those situations where, which one are you gonna be? Are you gonna be a moth? That's, some people kind of consider moths pests. I had a bad experience with a moth one time. That's a whole nother story. I ain't even get into that. But you gonna be a moth or you gonna be a butterfly? Things that people want to take pictures of and all kind of stuff. You don't see people taking that many. You don't see that many people take a picture of moths. And there's some pretty moths out there. But the question is, are you gonna develop into a moth or a butterfly? That's the question. That's the question. Coach Ronald says, yes, y'all, I'm watching Insecure season finale instead of Coach. What the world? Huh? What the world, Coach? You gonna watch Issa Rae over your husband? I tell you what, boy. See, you gonna watch Issa Rae and Lawrence? I don't know. Those are the only names I know. Issa and Lawrence. Oh man. Chuck Mike said he back on the road. Hey, Bo, you're back on that road, man. You make sure that you stay safe out there, fam. Make sure that you stay safe. Definitely. Yeah, I know my I don't get no respect, Bo. Coach, boy, I'm telling you, it's rough. It's rough. So I don't know if anybody's seen it. And while we're talking about this Atlanta Falcons passing game, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Julio Jones continues to not do much for the Tennessee Titans. He continues to not do much for the Tennessee Titans. Another one-catch game for 7 yards, right? I mean, I'm sitting here like, man, what's Julio Jones going to say the next time he sees Matt Ryan? It's going to be awkward. For all the people who said that Julio needed Matt Ryan, that Matt Ryan needed Julio, and let's admit it, Matt Ryan, he's not having the best season right now. Definitely not having the best season. He having a better season than Julio Jones is. Number one, it's been predictable. We knew Julio was going to get hurt. We knew that was going to happen. I mean, he said he wanted to win. I mean, we have 3 less wins than the Titans do. So, I mean, they do have a better winning record. But I was just thinking, I always like to compare, real life situations to songs. And y'all know what song that I think was just perfect in the situation whenever Julio Jones sees Matt Ryan, like what Julio Jones would say to Matt Ryan. I can just see Julio just breaking out with that moniker. Y'all might be surprised by this one, but Julio might say, "Here we are face to face." Even though we need each other, things have changed. I never meant to cause you no pain. Matt Ryan, I just want to go back to being the same. Because I'm going to tell you something. Kyle Pitts looks like he stepped in Julio Jones' shoes. Because I'm going to tell you something. If Julio Jones would have been playing, he probably would have had the same amount of production as Kyle Pitts this season. To be completely honest with you, he probably would have had the same amount of production as Kyle Pitts. This is Kyle Pitts' first season. But Julio Jones being injured, he hasn't played most of the year. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Marlon Mall says 2 Chainz, a.k.a. Drake 2.0. Oh, man. Will the Doc said, I need to start singing that 90s R&B. I never meant to call you no pain. Oh, yeah. I just want to go back to being the same. Oh, man. Wallace says, Big Low, looks like Tannehill don't even look Julio's way because most of his passes went Brown. I seen that. I love that because it really helped me in my fantasy league. I was like, yes, keep doing what you're doing. Jay Murphy, he's somewhere naked right now, South Carolina. He says, Kyle freaking Pitts is the new Julio Jones. Oh, man. Michael Walker says, Biz Marquee. Mary says, lucky the Falcons get rid of Julio Jones because he's always injured. He has no touchdowns yet this season. Well, the doc said, but Julio is happy. I mean, you think he's really happy? You think he's really happy? Because I'm going to tell you something. Watching that Tennessee Titans team, and maybe there's some, maybe I'm pulling them all in mall. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's just some hate in my heart whenever I'm saying this. But watching that Tennessee Titans team, they don't look like a 10-win team. If they went up against the Indianapolis Colts in the playoffs, if they played their first playoff game next week against the Colts will win decisively. They will beat them decisively. No question. No question. So that's just me. Maybe I'm hating. Maybe I'm hating. Oh, man. Keelan says, it sounds about right. 90 yards and one touchdown. Yeah, I mean, I think there would be about the same amount of production if Julio Jones would have been here. Well, the doc says, what should we do with the picks that we got for Julio? Because we got, a second and a fourth, right? Huh. I mean, I know that, I definitely know that, we need to rebuild that wide receiver group. I feel like Fabian Monroe, I feel like, I think they're going to let him go next year. I think they're going to try to see what they can do about getting another cornerback, but we got to do something with this pass rush. Moving forward in the draft, it's like we've been continuously putting towards the offensive line. You got your offensive line head coach who, once again, I know I keep beating the dead horse. He played offensive lineman in college. That's why y'all got him as the coach. Moving forward, we need to stop investing draft picks in the offensive line. We need to get to the quarterback. Bo. So I don't care what you do or how you do it. Y'all need to get some guys that can get to the backfield, because what we got going on right now just ain't working. It just ain't working. It's like Labor Day, Bo. It just ain't working. The kid says, we got Oliver so we could drop Monroe. I mean, yeah, but see, Oliver, he normally plays that slide. We still need that guy to play outside on the opposite side of AJ, right? I mean, we still need that guy. JJ says, hey, man, Kyle Pitts showed everybody that he deserved that Pro Bowl nomination. Yeah, you're right. And like I said, he's just getting started. He's only just begun. Oh, man. Trey says, y'all's best D-line was when y'all had Vic and them boys. But see, the reason why that defensive line was so good is because they could pin their ears back. I don't know if my homeboy Big Game James is still watching. He played in the NFL. We call that irresponsible pass rushing, irresponsible defensive line play. You don't got to worry about stopping the run. Just get back there to the quarterback. That's the fun. That's when it's fun, Bo. When I just got to get back there to the quarterback, I don't got to worry about nothing else. that's when I can play ball right there. You know, same thing. All y'all doing, y'all play Madden. Y'all ain't worried about the run. That they know they slip past you in 2 gap. They running up the field in the secondary. All because you were just trying to get to the quarterback, do all kind of pass rushing move. Yes. So that's why that pass rush, that's why that defensive line was so good, because we were always ahead. We almost always had double-digit leads. You know, so yeah, Vic Beasley, he could just pin his ears back and just get after the quarterback. But if it was one of those cases where, hey man, this is a tight game, we don't know what's coming. They might run it, they might throw it. That's when it's, you know, that's whenever you got something to worry about. That's whenever you got something to worry about. Mike Walker says, nope. When we had Babs and Rod Coleman. Oh, Rod Coleman, Bo. Man, and Abraham. That's right. Abraham. John Abraham. Man, Archambault. Chuck Smith. Big homie Chuck Smith. Dr. Pass Rush. Man, y'all make sure that y'all follow Chuck Smith at Twitter. I think his name is at Dr. Rush, but you can just search Chuck Smith. And I'm telling y'all, whenever I say this guy is a straight up pass rush guru, I mean, he talks about every move, every pass rush move that you could think of. He talks about push, pull. I seen him whenever he was doing a commercial for the Ready Water. Boy, that boy hit a swim move. That boy hit a swim. I was like, that joke looked like he looked like Michael Phelps out there. That boy looking like he's swimming from the Atlantic to the Indian Ocean. Oh man. Oh man. Look, man. Look, I need y'all to do a country boy a favor. If y'all enjoyed the content, and if y'all are like my homeboy Will Doc, who says that I have a song for everything. If you agree with him, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you have a friend who you sit around and talk about sports with at work, or a cousin who's also a Falcons fan or just a football fan in general, make sure that you share the channel with them. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. Oh, man. But let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons defensively, right? Because I just don't know what to say about these guys not being able to tackle. They think they could bring their shoulder to every party. I think we need to play some of those old school 1990s BET commercials for them. Teach these boys how to wrap it up. We need to teach these boys how to wrap it up, boy. Because I've been telling you, there was one play, boy caught it, bounced off of 2 people, hit him, first down. Should have got tackled 7-8 yards back, but somehow he got a first down. What in the world? I'm sitting here legitimate. I'm confused, like what's going on. Fonzo said Deion, he just keep missing tackles. Deion, he be looking for that big tackle. He be looking for the big thump. You know, I'm sitting here like, what in the world? Will Doc say he thought they were playing flag football. They just trying to pull flags. I got him. Like, no. You got to touch the ground, Bo. What you doing? Oh, man. ATL Faithful, he said, did y'all take a moment to thank Fourier for a home win and late Christmas present? Nah, we didn't take out a moment to thank Fourier. You talk about the defense. Fourier, appreciate that, Bo. Finally got a home dub, man. Much love to you. Everybody, y'all clap it up for Fourier, man. Clap it up for Fourier. Much love to you. Oh, man, you know what? And I forgot all about this, man. So we're starting a new tradition, right? We're starting a new tradition. I know whenever I do the tradition, the whole dun dun dun, that's a Superman chant. You know, I would appreciate it because I know that I can't hear you. You know what I'm saying? I would appreciate it if you put a dun 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 in the chat, so we can all be on one accord together. So if you can put a dun 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 in the chat whenever we get that Superman chat, we can all be on one accord together, and it'll be beautiful. It'll make my heart rejoice. It'll make my heart rejoice if we could do that. So definitely. But yeah, man, yeah. I think that it's one of those cases where Debo, he's looking for the big hits. Because he had a few big hits today. He also had some whiffs. He had some chances where he could have got some tackles. And we too busy trying to bring shoulders. We ain't bringing hands. We ain't bringing hands. Whenever we're trying to tackle, our hands are down here instead of up here. The hands are always down here trying to bring shoulders. Like, no, Bo. This ain't the bank head bounce. This ain't the only thing that we bring to the party. Nah, if you're gonna bank head bounce, you need to put no hands. You need to put no hands in there and grab something, Bo. You need to grab something. You can't just be coming in here just coming down with the shoulder. AJ Terrell. See, the thing with AJ Terrell, whenever he comes, he always brings that shoulder first, and he tries to explode through people. But he brings his hands late, so he'll bring the shoulders, and a lot of times he'll bring his hands because he's still doing you can tell somebody taught him how to rugby style tackle because he comes in real low, and he brings that shoulder, and he brings those hands late, like at the last minute. So it looks like he's just bringing shoulders, but yeah, he's definitely trying to bring those hands at the same time. So a lot of times his hits are a lot more violent than they look a lot more violent than they really are. Yeah, that's what it is. Now he's flying through there, but yeah, they definitely look a lot more violent. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm looking for right there. So that's gonna be the new tradition, y'all. Whenever we get the Superman chats, when I do the dun dun dun, because y'all gotta remind me whenever they come in. So so we can all be on one accord. We can we can all do the dun dun duns together. Because I can't hear you. Until we can actually get up together. I would really appreciate it if y'all did that with me. I definitely would appreciate that. ATL Skate Man said the defense, they were playing that old school neighborhood touch football. He ain't touched me. No, he ain't. Oh, man. Keyline says, I'm from Atlanta, so my dun 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 gonna sound like Shorty Low. Oh, man. Dun dun it all, dun dun it all, dun dun it all, dun dun it all. Man, boy, one of the greats. Oh, Shorty Low, man. Dang. Man. Gone too soon. ATL says Debo get one big hit per game, then miss. I mean, y'all right. Like we definitely had a lot of big tackles. I mean, a lot of missed tackles today, and that's part of coaching. That's part of coaching. The question is like, what's going to be the corrective action taken to fix that? Because better teams, they're going to take advantage of those opportunities. Like whenever the Lions got that first down after those two missed tackles, makes you say, okay, if that was Dallas, if that was the Rams, if that was the Chargers, you'd be in a world of trouble. You're giving up points, and that's something that you don't want to give up. That's something that you don't want to give up. That's right, Alfonso. That's what. Yeah. That's exactly what we're gonna need right there. That's exactly what we're gonna need. Ayer says, Coach Lowe, does the target area where a defender can hit a player also lead to poor tackling issues? Yes, it does. So, I mean, think of it. Think about it like this right here. Like a Darren Sproles, first of all, he's short, he's smaller to the ground, and then you got that target area from the shoulders, to the knees. I'm thinking about the quarterbacks. But, I mean, just Darren Sproles, period. He's just lower to the ground. So if he balls up, if he's carrying it, now they're teaching guys to carry it like this. I don't know if you've seen Kyle Pitts. he's carrying like this. But if he's carrying it and he balls up, he's already what 5'6", 5'7". He balls up, he's gonna go down about 3-4 more inches. If I'm 6'2" and I'm coming at you at 21 miles an hour, and I can't get a read on where you're going, and you squat 560. You know what I'm saying? That's tough to stop, Bo. That's tough to stop. Oh man. Keelan says Deion Jones looked like Debo at the Craig knocked him out. That boy 6'2", 175. Oh man. I don't know if y'all seen that play where Debo got ran over though. I don't know who was that. Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams ran Debo over earlier. Jamal Williams, he said something to him. Debo like trying to like walk it off. I was like, oh. Like, what do you say to a man, whenever he runs you over like that? I mean, me myself, I wouldn't say nothing. I act like it didn't happen. I get up, go back to my huddle. But Debo, like he kind of stood out there outside the hashes for a second. I'm like, ooh, yeah, you might want to lead out the long ball. You might want to lead out the low ball. Ooh. Molly Miles says, Kyle Pitts is going for. No, we're not talking about Taysom Hill, Molly Miles. We're talking about Kyle Pitts. We know Taysom Hill fumbles all the time. We talk about Kyle Pitts, not Taysom Hill. Big difference. One actually plays tight end. The other one is a tight end trying to play quarterback. Huge difference. Oh man. Coach Wild says, Coach Lowe, Gage didn't have the ball secured and it got knocked out. Now, yeah, so and this is what I was talking about earlier, Coach. So whenever he caught it and he cut up the field, did he? I don't know if I remember he had time to secure it, but did he put it in that outside shoulder where he could, whenever he started running up the field, it was closer to the sideline? Because if it was, then that was just a great play by the defender. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had to be holding it like a loaf of bread. But is it one of those situations where he left the ball exposed on this side instead of the other side? That's what I was wondering, because that's what we look at as the coaching staff. We look at the game different ways than other content creators look at the game, right? Because other people is like, they might look at it and be like, man, yeah, we won. We look at it like, okay, well, why did we win? What could we improve on? What have we improved on? Definitely. We says, happy holidays, Big Low. I love you and your commentary and analysis. Thank you so much, Coach. Falcons whole team, poor tackling. But yeah, and hopefully that's something that they can get better at. Okay, Alfonso, he told me, he says that he had it in his outside. So he said he had it in his outside closer to the sideline. Okay, so he had it in that outside shoulder. You see this? You see how my hand is at 45 degrees? See, they actually changed that. I don't know if y'all remember hearing about that. I think, was it Tiki Barber? His coach started telling him he needed to run like that, because they used to run it like this right here. And, they was like, oh, well, look, that's leaving openings. But you put it here, they punch down on it. It's going to be hard it's going to have to literally go through your chest to come down, or they're going to have to, come up and, poke through your pec to get it. So if you hold that ball at that 45-degree angle, and now it's like what they're doing is, and I seen Julio, he started doing this probably about 4 years ago. He started crossing over. So whenever he has deep contact, he started coming down like this right here. So it's all about protecting that ball. All about protecting that ball, Bo. Bridget said, Coach, read my previous chat, please. Since that Molly Mall want to clown our Pro Bowl rookie tight end. What Coach Bridget talking about? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, Coach. I can't find it. Can you repost it for me, Coach Bridget? I can't find it up here. ATLG, yeah, if you repost it for me, Coach Bridget, I'll read it. ATLGA Faithfuls, he said, he says, I would, Gage was trying too hard to get the first down. I would keep Gage. He will get better. He has improved every year. And he was just supposed to be a special teamer. And that's true. I mean, he has improved every year. Like I never would have seen him getting 11 passes in a game. Like I never thought that would be the case. So I mean, that's definitely a great thing. Coach Dre says only 50 likes and the 63 in the chat. Y'all do Coach Lowe a big time favor and hit that like button. Now I promise you hit that. Yes, definitely. I appreciate that, Coach Dre. If you can do a country boy favor, make sure that you hit that like button. If you don't do it now, make sure you do it sometime before you leave. Promise you we'll dance at your wedding one day. Definitely. Okay, Bridget says the Aints try to get Drew Brees out of retirement. They I heard about that. I heard that the Saints went to the nursing home trying to get Drew Brees. Oh man. that is true, Coach Bridget. That is true. All right, wait a minute, guys. All right, so the new tradition. All right, Keelan says, Gage owes Foyer a Ruth Chris dinner. I have to say this, you know what? He really does. All right, man. So look, all together, let's do it. Keelan, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Thank you so much, my brother. What Russell Gage, didn't he look relieved? that boy, no, he looked relieved, didn't he? He was like, man, everybody on the sideline was like, man, see, it's okay. Okay, I appreciate that, Aaron. That's right, Willie Dot. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Oh man, yeah, he was. He was definitely looking relieved whenever Foyer got that interception. He definitely was. Todd says, Bo, Falcons taking 3 more years of Matt. Hey, I mean, the way I look at it, I'm the type of guy who I don't want to. I feel like it's all about the situation that you put your quarterback in. Put your quarterback in a situation to be successful. Like you got to get a Justin Fields and put him in a situation like that, like Chicago Bears. Like that's not a good thing. Or you could get a Patrick Mahomes and put him in a situation like Kansas City Chiefs. Or Mac Jones and put him in a situation like the New England Patriots. New England Patriots spent a record amount of money on their offense this year because they knew that they were drafting a quarterback. That's what you do whenever you're drafting a quarterback. You don't just get somebody and hope for the best. You can't do it. That's right, ATL skate, man. That's right. Molly Mall says, Big Low, somebody playing that fake story about Breeze. It wasn't us. Oh, okay. What about Phillip Rivers? I heard the same thing about Phillip Rivers. I heard that y'all talking about Phillip Rivers too. I'm gonna have to check up on Big Q about that. But look, man, look here though, man. I appreciate that. That's that. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. That's right, Bridget. That's right, Bridget. Bridget hit us with that dun dun dun. Okay. Oh man. We'll dot with the dun dun duns. Okay. ATL skate man. All right, all right. Definitely. Charles says Dan Quinn, next head coach in Seattle. I could see that. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Keelan and Jay Murphy with the dun dun duns. Alfonso, that's right. Hey, y'all, see, that's why y'all the coaching staff. See, that's why y'all assistant coaches. See, y'all help me out with it. Y'all help me out with it. See, y'all on top of it like brown gravy. Not the light brown gravy neither. I don't like that one. I like the dark brown gravy. Oh man. That's right, Trey. That's right. But yeah, man, yeah, it's definitely one of those situations where, if you get a quarterback, you definitely want to put them in the right situation. Oh,
hey, babe, I'm here. I'm ready to support you. Yay! Big Low Kuntry. Woo-hoo! I'm here. Let's go.
You too busy supporting Issa and Lauren.
What's up, coaching staff?
Okay, y'all hear this? What in the world? What in the world, Bo? I hope you enjoy your insecure. Goodness gracious. Todd says, Big Country, tell us why we got 4 straight years of losing seasons. Hey, Bo, I don't know what to tell you. Bo. It's rough.
I come bearing gifts.
I'm going to take it.
Then that means you all is forgiven.
Y'all see this? He trying to bribe me. Y'all see this, right? So look, I do need to give my disclaimer. Even though I don't agree with what Coach Rod did. What's in my cup is in my cup. It might be water, it might be moonshine. But if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you. Bottoms up. Oh yeah, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. Alfonso said, man, Coach Ronald, you late. Well, Doc says, Coach Ronald like Russell Gage.
So what have we been talking about? What's going on?
We were talking about insecure. Man, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if they will move on from Matt Ryan or not, because I would want to make sure that they got all of the weapons that they need first before they do that. But one thing that I will tell you is that one thing that I am worried about, and I was very worried about, is that we almost got beat by, wait a minute, I forget the kid's name. Hold on. By Tim Boyle. I was definitely worried about that, because if we would have lost that game to Detroit, the only thing that they would have been talking about is that, man, Tim Boyle beat the Atlanta Falcons. It's like, what the world? Detroit Lions are streaking right now. I'm like, wait, what? They're just going streaking. They just beat the Atlanta Falcons. Coach Roy talking about, hey guys, what are we talking about? I was we an hour and 9 minutes in.
A little late.
Boy, I tell you, Coach run on that CP time. So the right says, hey, Low, the great Matt Ryan currently has 59,107 career yards. Unbelievable. He will go over 60,000 yard mark week 2 of next season, only 7 quarterbacks have passed that milestone. That's true. That's true. I mean, you got to give the man his credit. You got to give the man his credit. But I mean, moving forward, and like you said, he'll pass that mark next season. But the thing is that, excuse me, what we got going on this season is one of those cases where can they build something? So the way that they end this season off, right? Because we don't want this to be the last win of the season. So we know that we got the Buffalo Bills next week. And Buffalo, they haven't played the best football. Like they don't look like one of the top teams in the AFC like they were last year. Also, you got the Saints season finale. It's one of those cases where it's like, if you could finish the season off with one of those wins and you could win, or if you could just at least be competitive, it would make a heck of a difference. It would make a heck of a difference. Keelan said, I could dig it, Coach Ronnie. Todd says, Bo, has anyone looked at Matt Ryan and thought Hall of Famer? I mean, I know I have. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Well, Amy in here, he says, inconsistent. We need help on all 3 phases. I agree. I definitely. Well, you know what? I know at the beginning of the year on special teams, our coverage was terrible, but we have improved on that. Special teams, I'm not feeling that bad. I think the special teams we're looking pretty good. There's some where it looks like Cordero Patterson could have busted the play wide open. Avery Williams, he's a feisty little punt returner. But yeah, I'm not mad at the special teams. But yes, on offense and defense, it's like we need to be in a situation where if it is a shootout, we can legitimately say, okay, guys, we need to bear down and see what we can get done. Like, that's definitely what we need in this particular case. Because if we can't, then it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Dang, y'all, Amari Cooper done caught a touchdown. Man.
Are you playing against him?
Yeah.
Oh. He always comes through. Nobody needs him to.
I'm telling you, boy. Oh, sorry, sack of sorriness. Golly. Man, that sucks. But look like I'm gonna be out of that league. Oh man. Mom said the Falcons couldn't get no pressure if it ran through a pipe. Oh man. Okay, I like that one, boy. I think I'm gonna have to take that one. I think I'm gonna have to take that one. Oh man, that man said he couldn't get no pressure if it ran through a pipe. Will Amy says, I pray we get Kyle Hamilton in for the next year's draft. Hey, it's definitely gonna be interesting, Bo. It's definitely gonna be interesting. Definitely. I see Dallas whooping up on them, man. Amari Cooper done caught the touchdown. They need to take out the starters.
Who's Dallas playing?
Washington football team. Yeah, boy, they kicking them boys in between the washing machine and the dryer. Jason Gaines says, thank goodness Big Country got to see a win in person at the Benz today. Good to see Marvin Hall finally get some snaps today. I like to see Ryan target him in some deep balls. Hall has the speed. I mean, that's, hopefully as this team continues to progress and the passing game continues to evolve, we could take some shots. And I know that we took one to Kyle Pitts today, but I mean, Matt, he really doesn't, back in the day, Matt, he used to put it all on the ice cubes and just laying that thing down the field, but nowadays he don't really take shots like that no more. He just like, hey, I've been throw it to you. Y'all need to catch it and run with it. Oh man, Will says, sometimes watching the game give me a heart attack. Oh man. Jason Gaines said tonight the Washington football team changed their initials to WTF. Oh man. Fonzo says kicking men through the washing machine and the dryer though. That's a new one. Oh man. AJ Evans in here. He says also if Pitts averaged 64 yards in the next 2 games, he'll pass Mike Ditka for the rookie tight end receiving record. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, well, look, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all up too late, but I definitely enjoy sitting around and chopping it up with y'all. Thank y'all so much for chilling out with Old Country Boy.
I had fun too, guys.
Don't listen to Coach Ronnie. But look, man. Trey Murphy says, Coach Lowe said, Matty Ice says, I'll put that on the ice cubes. Yeah, Matt said, man, I'm going to put this on the ice cubes and choke this. Well, look, I definitely appreciate y'all chilling out with us. Next week, we're going to have, what would we call it, Coach Ronnie? A year-end show?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have like a year-end show. So we're going to have like a year-end review show where we're going to, kind of sit back and reflect on what's happened on the channel this past year. And we're also going to talk about what we got to look forward to this year for next year coming up. So, we're going to sit down and like legitimately talk about that. And, we're just going to sit down and talk. Like it ain't even going to be really, it can be football related because I'm always down to talk about football. But, we just going to sit down and talk next week. But look, I definitely appreciate every last one of y'all coming on and chopping it up with us. Much love to you. I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do in the meantime. Y'all be easy, man. We ready.